Welcome back on the channel, guys. The Samsung S25 Ultra and the Apple iPhone 16 Pro Max. One of the best globally available phones that you can buy right now on the market. We don't have the S26 Ultra, I know. The Z Fold 7 Ultra is coming and we have to wait a few more months until hopefully September, late October, we can get our hands on the 17 Pro Max or whatever Apple will come with. But right now, in this video, I'm gonna be testing some cases, guys. So I do have here the Fiberborne case for the S25 Ultra and the Thinborne case for the Apple 16 Pro Max. Please note that those cases have been sent to me by Thinborne, but this video is going to be my opinion. Let's start first with the Fiberborne. So I kind of like the packaging and it makes sense, guys, because this case is built out of premium aramid fiber 600D, which, in case you don't know, it's a very durable material that is stronger than steel, but also guys, very light. Okay, so what do I have inside? 600D aramid fiber accessory kits, DFW Texas, fiberborne.com. Thank you so much for choosing us. We've passed every case through 3 rounds of quality control to do our best to eliminate defects. However, 600D aramid fiber products involve a lot of handcrafted work. Please be aware that some minor imperfections may occur. This is common with the real 600D aramid fiber. You can also register. Wow, what is this inside, guys? It seems that they've also included a screen protector, which is good because one of the main things with cases and with phones like this is, can you use your phone with a case and a screen protector? And I think this is absolutely a must go. Yeah, because they included a tempered glass. Here we have the case, but before I get to this, let's check what we have here. Carbon and aramide, a dynamic duo Fiberborne, guys. So they used to be called Thinborne. Now I think this case is under the brand Fiberborne. Minimalist meets innovation materials, light as a feather, 5 times stronger than steel. This product is made from 600D aramid fiber, and by the way, they also claim this on their site, not the cheap 1500D. As it's partially handmade, slight imperfections may occur, and this relates to the process that is used to wove the aramid fiber, guys. I think that's totally understood. The case is ultra thin, giving you the feeling of having no case on your phone, which is also what I prefer. However, please know that this case provides minimal protection and is not designed for severe drops. Honestly, having this written here is a good statement. The company seems to be honest with you. It's telling you, hey, you will get protection, right? But this is not going to be 100% fully protected. So of course, design comes here first, protection second. Fingerprint smudges are inevitable with all aramid fiber cases. Improper installation can damage the case, so please refer to the installation video. Now, by the way, guys, I pre-checked those videos. They do have some videos on YouTube where they show you how to install and uninstall the case, which is also something I'm gonna show to you guys. And then, of course, the statement that all the products pass a 3-round quality test, quality control, stuff like this. And now, guys, without any further ado, I am just gonna take the case out and see what this case looks like. And honestly, guys, it's really light. I have a feeling of almost holding nothing. Okay, what is good to see is that we have protection around the camera lenses, which is actually great. I've seen some cases with cutouts here, so they did the extra step of putting protection here. And what do we have on the right side? The cutout for the buttons. Inside we do have Fiberborne, also a magnet designed in Texas, made in China. This is also something I'm going to be testing, like how strong is the magnet. Oh, yeah, it's not that bad, but I want to see if this thing is going to be able to hold my phone. On the back, we do have a cutout for the USB-C port, the S Pen, and I guess also for the speaker. All right, first thing I want to know is how much this thing weighs. 27 grams, guys. All right, one more time. 27 grams is really impressive given the fact that the phone is 219 grams, guys. With a case like this, it's gonna be probably what some phones are weighing without the cases. And now it's very important to understand how we can install this thing. Now, pay attention, guys. There are these cutouts here, right? And this is very important for the installation. But for the installation, usually what I will do, I'll just try to align the camera, okay? And then take the case and put it like this. Boom. Snaps very nicely, by the way. 247 grams, that ain't bad. They're phones that do weigh about the same without a case on them. All right, guys, on the back, a very clear Fiberborne. I do like the design, and yeah, indeed, you're able to leave some smudges. All the cutouts, guys, seem to be very nice. And by the way, what I also like is that the cutouts here on the camera will also serve as a protection because they're slightly bit higher than the camera model, which means that when you put your phone like this, you're gonna get some protection, all right? And see, by the way, this is something I do love about Samsung design and minimalistic cases like this. Almost no wobbling, guys. This is good. All right, so what I want to check is really how the case is aligned on all the sides. Now I press this and it seems to be very good, guys. You can see this corner. All right, let's check here. We have some slight gap. I'm going to press it, boom, and now no gap here as well, boom. Now it seems that the case is absolutely married to the phone and it really feels good in the hand. This case will also provide some good amount of grip. When you hold it in your hand, you know, the phone will not fall apart. See here, guys, you know, I'm just doing like this and it's gonna stick. All right, one more time, you see. So this is a good grip in my book because you can see that my hand is really straight. And all right, yep, maybe just from this position the case is gonna fall, but honestly, guys, this is a good grip. We have here our volume rocker exposed. We have the power button. All right, again, some very nice cutouts on the back, guys. We do have the USB-C port. We do have the speaker, the S Pen, the microphone, I guess, as well. And then, guys, on the top, we have these cutouts that are important to remove the case. And then we have also the microphones. The case feels good in the hand, and I really, really like the design. What about those cutouts, and how are we supposed to take the case off? According to the instructions of Fiberborne and Thinborne, you need to start pressing like this with an angle of 45 degrees to just make this pop up a bit, and then you can try to push your camera model, right? So once this happens, all right, you can try to do this also here on the back. Okay, be very gentle, guys, because this case is from marmite fiber. And if you don't do this in the best possible way, there is a chance for you to damage the case. Because remember, this thing is really 5 times more durable than steel, but if you don't use it in the proper way, you might damage it. Okay, now the installation, all right, the exact same process. Just make sure to align the camera rings. Then just take your phone, snap it into the case, and then make sure that all the ends are properly aligned. Now, guys, what about the magnet? Now, I want to just use this here to test it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's holding up, by the way. So definitely a strong magnet. There is no chance for you to kind of lose your phone, all right, until you're very persistent like I am. But generally, the force of the magnet is quite okay. Now, let's test the wireless charging. I do have here a original Samsung wireless charging. I'm going to take my phone, put it like this. Yep, charging starts. The Samsung wireless charger is not a magnetic one, so I don't expect to have any issues with the S Pen, but nevertheless, we should be testing this. Yeah, I can use my S Pen everywhere, and I'm still charging the phone. You can see this, right? I'm still charging the phone. Not an issue at all. But now let's check what happens when I use a magnetic charger. All right, I've hooked up my phone. All right, I'm charging my phone. I'm going to remove the S Pen. The phone is still charging. All right, you can still do this, guys. And as with most of the other cases, it's not going to be 100% as without a magnetic charger, specifically in this area here, but it's pretty good. I've seen some cases where you cannot even get to this stage. So magnetic wireless charging in the S Pen will give you some reduced sensitivity, but it's not a big thing. So final recap, very minimalistic case, marmite fiber 600D. We do have protection for the main camera lenses with this gap here, but these two fellas here are exposed. But guys, this case is very sleek, very beautiful. It aligns very good to the whole body of the phone, right? And it also comes with a screen protector. I'm not a fan of screen protectors on my phones, but as you can see, the provided screen protector absolutely aligns and no issues with this. And now it's time to check the Thinborne case for the 16 Pro Max. Now pay attention, guys. All right, this is the Fiberborne, so it's indeed a bigger box. The one for the 16 Pro Max is smaller. So what do we have inside? Some instructions. Okay, the same rigid process that I've read before on the previous case. And by the way, they're also telling you that our case is compatible with wireless charging. However, stand-style chargers or built-in wireless chargers in your car may not be compatible due to the case design. We recommend using MagSafe chargers or flat wireless charging pads for optimal performance. And also, they provided the installation and uninstallation link. Screen protector included. Do not return it to the store. If you have any issues, just can mail the guys. And there is also, I guess, some wet wipes for you to clean your phone before you apply the screen protector. How nice! And this is the Thinborne case for the 16 Pro Max. Let's wait. 27 grams, as much as the case for the S25 Ultra. I really love it. Now, let's see what happens on the back. It seems that we have kind of like a metal ring, which for sure is gonna give us some good protection for that iPhone 16 Pro Max camera bump. On the left side, the cutouts for the buttons. On the right side, the cutout for the buttons. And yep, for the camera control button. Inside here, Thinborne, design in Texas, made in China. And of course, on the back, we do have the USB-C port and all the speakers. Also, some very nice cutouts for installation and the installation. How do we install the case? This is my beautiful iPhone 16 Pro Max weighing 225 grams, guys. It's always important to remember, start with that camera bump, okay? Make sure that the camera bump is aligned and then it fits here. Once you're there, just take the phone in your hands and slightly push it. And voila! Everything seems to be fully intact. Now let's check the corners, by the way. Very good alignment. And on this case in particular, there are these lips that will also try to protect the screen. All right, what happens here at the back, you can see this is the same story, guys. There is this slight gap here between the screen and the case, which if you put a case like this, again, some protection. What happens when you put it on the back? No wobbling, guys. This is absolutely impossible with one of them Chinese phones. My phone without a case, 225. Now with the case, 253 grams, which I do believe is still acceptable. Also, we have a very stylish and minimal design. We do have a good protection here in the iPhone. All cameras are protected. The flashlight as well, right? So everything here properly protected. Again, those cases are meant to be very good looking, very stylish, guys. So don't expect like the full blown protection. All the buttons properly exposed. And by the way, you can see the cutouts here. This feels like almost no case. Like when you do it like this, it almost feels like there is no case on. And you can see the cutouts also for the camera control button and for the power button and for the volume rocker and the alert slider are very good. What happens on the back, guys? We have the speakers, we have the USB-C port, everything absolutely aligned. Yeah, kind of dig it. Now remember, guys, what if you want to remove your phone from the case? Then always start with the upper area and push these things out, okay? Push these things out and in the same time, right, with this finger, slightly push the camera. And guys, boom, as simple as that. So it's not gonna be a big thing, but you need to follow the right process. Remember to just protect the case. And now the installation one more time, just slide a case like this, make sure that the camera module is aligned and then just slowly push it. And it's gonna be absolutely perfect on all the angles. If not, then like this, just go and do additional check on all the corners. And here we go. Now, let's check the magnets. All right. Yeah, this one, guys, almost impossible to just disconnect. Strong. And now let's check the wireless charging. My charger, my iPhone. All right, boom. Okay, I've snapped it. Yep, charging has started. Okay, we can see that my phone is charging, and of course the magnet, guys, gonna be really strong. So just have in mind that if you're using some stand chargers, it might be a problem. But overall, guys, a very rigid, very solid design for the iPhone as well. And what I do like is it's really very, very thin. So here we are at the end of the video. My S25 Ultra fully protected with the Fiberborne case and my 16 Pro Max fully protected with the Thinborne case, guys, with that big camera ring. Here, guys, we do have slick armored fiber protection on the cameras. Only these two fellas here are out. Very good looking case, very light. Magnetic wireless charging works, regular wireless charging works. I can use my S Pen on the S25 Ultra while charging. And guys, the best thing about those cases is they are really gonna look great, minimal and stylish. If you want to check them out, guys, I'm gonna put a link down below in the video description. If you want to check some more cases like Pitaka or Banks, yeah, go and watch some of my other videos. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay safe, VST over, and bye.